Peace, love, knowledge, and protection to you and yours. This is DeKal Bay from Temple Alchemy. Today, I want to talk about love is not enough. And I try to do these videos in the aspect that I'm speaking to my younger self. And I want younger self to know, and I want the younger men out there to know, love is not enough. And I know you may love her. You got love for something. You got whatever. It's not enough. The love for something is not enough. It's how much work you put into it. And the amount of work you put into whatever you love will expand your love for that thing. Or it'll burn you out if you do it the wrong way. You have to learn how to manage your energy. But in this aspect, I'm mostly talking about relationship. When I met my partner, my consort, 11 years ago, and we connected in such a way that I cannot describe. Everything just flowed smoothly. Everything was just proper, and you could just feel the connection. And we spent endless time together. You got to realize when you're with someone for a long time, issues come up, things come up. Maybe something from your past, maybe something in the current. Maybe one of you wants to progress a certain way and the other doesn't want to progress that way. And in those situations, love is good, but it's not enough. You need to have patience. You need to have faith. You need to feel gratitude. You need to feel appreciation. You need to support your partner. You need to try and understand and overstand your partner. There's so many aspects to relationship and passion, and you just need a little more than love, because love isn't always enough. Because trust me, man, even if you love your women to their depths, to their cores, there's going to be some days she will test you. She has to test you. That's part of the feminine nature, to test you, and she will test you. And in those moments, it's important to keep the love, but there's other things you got to practice. Self-discipline, being alone, being in solitude. Sometimes you need that. That's a practice. That's part of relationship, I find. Because, yes, you're magnetized together, but if you leave two magnets together all the time, they're going to lose their magnetism. And sometimes you got to go by yourself, wherever that may be, sleep in another room, spend a day alone, do something alone to boost your own energy, to recenter and recalibrate your own energy, and then get back to the relationship, then get back to your partnership, and you could really feel the magnetism. You can really, really feel the magnetism. So love is not enough. You need to work hard at these relationships. You need to self-cultivate. You need to self-preserve. There's a lot of self in relationship. In order for you to come together as one, you still need that time alone to become your own individual. You still need that time alone to mold yourself into the person you're going to become. And there are going to be times your partner, your business relationship, your friendship, whatever it may be, your craft will require more of you than the love that you have for that thing or that relationship. This is where I put my blood, sweat, and tears. Yes, these relationships, even though you're in love, it will take your blood, sweat, and tears to remain in them. And that's what makes the bond ever so stronger, all right? And I want my younger self to know that. I want the young men of the world to know that. Because I know as a young man, I had fantasies of falling in love. I had fantasies of what a wife would be. I had fantasies of starting a family, living my career, my path, whatever. And it takes more than love to achieve these things. It really does. Even though you carry that love in your heart, and that's the light that will guide you through everything, the other qualities that you cultivate along the way are going to make you into the man, woman, whatever that you have to become. You really got to carve that diamond, you know what I mean? You really have to dig deep sometimes, and as well realize, I believe the phrase that the grass isn't greener on the other side is the truest of the true. If you're in a relationship and your partner frustrates you sometimes, and that love aspect, the feeling of the deep love aspect temporarily shuts down, That doesn't mean it's absent, and that doesn't mean that there's better somewhere else. Yes, maybe there is. For you, maybe there is. Maybe if it becomes too abusive or verbally abusive, or it's messing with your sanity or your positivity, then yes, dial it back, reconsider things. Maybe that situation isn't right for you. But I know for me, I've been in multiple relationships. And through those relationships, I've realized that every relationship has their set of problems. Some are way, way, way bigger, and you can't take it, and you know you can't take it. And some are just everyday stresses that you have to deal with and you have to push through. And some is learning your partner. I once heard that it takes 7 years to learn the cycles of your partner, man or woman, doesn't matter. It takes 7 years to learn. So imagine these people that date for 2 months, 3 months, and they're like, oh, he wasn't for me. He's not making 6 figures. What's that saying? If they don't take you at your worst, they don't deserve you at your best. All right? And the thing is, a lot of women out here, they'll always say, oh, men only want this. The men I know are the biggest lovers that I will ever know. All right? I see women who love their men a lot, very much so. But specifically, the men that I know, they put their heart and their soul into their relationships. But the problem is, they haven't figured out the feminine energy yet. And that's something too. You may love her, you may desire her, you may want her, whatever, but you may love her so much that you think my love for you, baby, is enough and blah, blah, blah. It's not enough, because you have to learn the ways of a woman, and that takes deep study. Sometimes it takes taking notes, sometimes it takes meditating on it. It takes study to learn your woman. Because she has cycles. You have your cycles too. And I've come to realize this. Men have their own cycle, and that's up for you to jot down and go through your moon cycle, sun cycle, and figure out how that works for you. Because some days you may digest better. Some days you may speak better. Some days you may be really tired. Some days you may be really grumpy. This is cycling as well. You may not show it physically like a woman does through the detoxification of her body every month, the removal of the egg from her body every month. But you do have your cycles. You may realize some days of the month you're more naturally turned on than others. Some days you want nothing to do with that energy. This goes for your passions and your crafts too. Some days you're going to be sharp, razor sharp, pumping through whatever you do. If you do martial arts, some days you might feel so focused. Other days you might be a little down and you're not mentally there. Naturally. Not because there's other things going on. And so if you have that love for martial arts, some days it will take digging deep, and it will take more than love for martial arts. It will take the discipline. It will take the sacrifice of your energy. Energy management is huge in relationships. Energy management is huge in mastering your craft. I used to make beats and rap all the time, burnt myself out. I still have the love for it. It remains. But the drive is different because I burnt myself out. So an important aspect of that, for me, getting back to it, is energy management. Now I get easily burnt out because I hit a barrier. Now you gotta work your way back up, build up that stamina, that endurance. And when you get back to that level you were at before, manage your energy. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's everyday things. Some days you're gonna love doing something, and other days you're not gonna love doing it. But that's part of it. Dig deep. It takes more than love. And I keep saying that. It should be a reminder. Me, that's the way I work. If someone does something to me or warns me of something, I might need to hear it 2 or 3 times so I can hear it repeat in my head in that moment where I'm in the situation that they warned me about. So you may be with your girl. She may be going off on something because she's feeling emotional. And all of a sudden, boom, love is not enough. What else do I need in this moment to outlast it? Maybe I need patience. She's coming at me. I need to stay grounded. I need to stay patient. I need to be a man because, listen to me, man. When your girl gets emotional, which she will because she's a woman and that's her nature to get emotional every now and then, it is of the utmost importance that you remain grounded and solid and try your best To not let her see your mood affected by her mood. Because the second she sees those chinks in your armor and you snap, retaliate back, throw a fit, all of a sudden, you're acting like a little boy. You're not a man anymore. And so in that sense, it takes resilience. It takes patience. It takes groundedness. It takes your inner strength, your inner shield to deflect these emotions. Because sometimes you have to treat that as if it's not really her. Because women, when they get emotional, they become their emotions and they project their emotions. Whereas a man, I believe, in most situations, the way a man reacts, he has more control over. And if that's controversial, oh well. I believe men should have more control over their emotions because we don't move the same way as women. We don't act the same way as women. My woman will watch a video and she'll get so invested in the video of a simple thing and she'll start crying over something that I would never cry about or could never cry about because she becomes her emotions in that moment. She feels it in her heart and it just reflects and she sinks into it. All right? Most women I know are like that. They have times of the month where they're crying and they don't know why they're crying. They just need to because they're emotional. It's an emotional release. A woman may get the same thrill from being sad as she does being happy, whereas a man, when he's sad, he's not present. He's not there. All right? So young men, I might continue this series later when I get more ideas flowing through my mind about it. But I truly believe love is not enough. There are times you will have to dig deeper into your heart, into your soul. There are times where you'll have to invest your blood, sweat, and tears at any given moment in your craft, in your love, in your life, towards your children. I don't even have children yet, and I already know that it's going to take my blood, sweat, and tears to raise those children, and I'm going to give it my all. That's the message of the day. One more time. Love is not enough. Let your love guide you, but know it is not enough. You will need to dig deeper. You will need to seek out something that's transcendent. Think about that. Peace, love, knowledge, and protection, you and yours. This is Cal Bay, and I'm out.